All right. We are here with Dragonlord Ojutai. Pretty cool commander. 5 mana 5/4 flyer. It has hexproof when it's untapped, and when it smacks somebody, you get an anticipate, which is look at the top three, put one to your hand. Pretty cool. It's kind of like Teferi when it pluses and draws, except it does damage and you have card selection. You can run Teferi inside of the deck. You're not against things that I think that are Teferi level, so if that's the thing you like to do, that's pretty cool. The idea of giving this vigilance is kind of interesting. There are two cards in here. I think there's just two. Yeah, there's two enchantments that give this vigilance, so it just always has hexproof. That's pretty cool. I don't know how necessary that is, but it's there. Might as well try. There's also Spark Double and this thing, so you can make copies of Ojutai. I don't really think that's too amazing, but it's alright. I mean, it sort of cuts the amount of times you have to hit your opponent to win in half, but at the same time, I would kind of prefer this to be like anything else ever. But I haven't played with this card before, and it seems like it could work here. I don't know. It's probably better as a dig through time or something. Dig through time and treasure cruise. I envision these two slots being. Although Spark Double can copy relevant planeswalkers. Counter spells, removal, protection spells, and extra turns, right? If I hit my opponent and then I find extra turns through attacking my opponent, that's kind of just chaining 5 damage together, and you can just win that way, right? And that's about it. Ojutai, Blue Eye Control, is right where I want to be. Like, comment, subscribe, send it. Alright, 5 color deck. Ooh, I don't know. Man. Well, hold on, wait. Okay. Probably this one. That has hexproof. I shall stare at it. This is good later. Is it good enough to keep? I will be drawing it next turn, and then have yeah, you know what? I'm keeping it. You can't stop me. Oh, they didn't. They didn't block. Ah, tragic. Taste the poison. I imagine they're playing their commander this turn. It'd be wow. I feel like it'd be insane to not play it, but okay. Also, I think this is the first time I've seen Sylvan Caryatid. Ever. I would have been very convinced to play that, so that's pretty surprising. If my opponent kills these, I'm in no position to really care about that. I also actually have no counter spells. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I feel like this is completely fine. That is alright. I only need one, and if you're just killing 2 of them, I feel like this as your turn is pretty bad, honestly. I just came out significantly on top that turn. This already has hexproof. It's already a little annoying to deal with. And these weren't going anywhere. But I mean, I could have saved them. They just don't cast their commander? What are you doing? Do we have a counterspell? Could have a counterspell. Could it be Shieldred's Edict as well? If that's the case, I'm gonna just do this and act like I didn't have a 5th mana. Okay, they did actually have an answer. They did have an answer. And they technically found more if they went the other way as well. I mean, they could just pay life here. They didn't have to do all that. Alright, Supreme Verdict is uncounterable, so good luck. Okay. Safe to assume there's a counterspell, but I can cast it again next turn, and I'm not leaving anything up, so. And Mana Drain doesn't really do anything here this late in the game. Probably wanted to do that with colorless mana first. It's a bit of a mistake. Alright, let's hope there's not a second answer in hand. Of course there is, why wouldn't there be? Alright, can do it again next turn. Surprisingly, not a big deal. I don't know why they didn't attack with this. I find that very strange. I feel like they really just... like, you might as well attack with this, right? They didn't swing with their commander. Probably wanted to do that. Might as well, right? It can't block. This is more protection, so let's see if this resolves. Alright, yeah, we just dealt with everything they did. They had the typical 5-color deck, but green was the only thing that mattered. They did have Mana Drain, but they had it way too late, so it was just counterspell, basically. And yeah, look at that. We could have maybe gotten into trouble if we actually let these sit in hand, like this and this, instead of just sending them on these two cards. I feel like maybe trouble would have happened if they piled them up and I had to like tap all of these in some turn cycle, but yep, nice. 1-0. Well, I have the stupid scam cards, so let's, alright. Get wrecked. Apparently Ojutai is just better than Teferi, says my opponent. I am very surprised someone would concede playing Teferi against Ojutai. Maybe they just don't want to play a blue-white control mirror? I don't know. I would much prefer to be Teferi. Alright. Oh no, I have to read. Sphinxes are discounted. So you get Factor Fiction whenever your Sphinxes enter play. I gotta say, that does not feel like the strongest thing to do in this format, but it's pretty cool. I've never seen that. Is it mono blue? It is mono blue. Alright, I guess we can just say it's simply mono blue, and that's it. Like nothing, nothing else is too relevant here. It's just mono blue. Alright. I will draw here. There's not many cards this can be. Again, it's literally mono blue. Let's play this as a land. Let's play this as a land, shall we? I actually don't like my draw girl prospects here. Not feeling too good about them. Oh, they missed a land drop, actually. Okay. Okay. Well, that's probably close to lights out. That was probably close to lights out. But we'll see. Ooh, okay, so now we should play it safe, right? Anything but mana drain would be great. Okay, that's not really what I wanted to see. Ugh, fine. It's not what I wanted to see. Alright. At least I found the land. So, now what? We do this. I don't think I'm winning in 20 turns, and I don't have a lot of answers to this enchantment. But there are some. I did actually just put one to the bottom, right? This thing. Okay, let's keep capitalizing on the mana screw here. Well, that ups the clock by quite a bit. Wait, this is a dragon, right? Yeah. Dragon. This is now 3 damage a turn. Oh, okay, hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. Let's just try to kill him. Oh. Yes. This is the... yeah. So it's a little difficult to maintain my commander in this matchup. Like, very difficult, I would argue. But it's possible. It is possible. Again, another game where I'm just like, want to play this as a land. I mean, it's probably the reason why you play it, right? Yep. Very good chance I will need that as a land, so. Come on, Esper Sentinel. Come on. You can do it. That might actually be totally fine. Let's draw some cards. Yeah, I can just blow that up, honestly. And I think I will. Opponent knows I can blow it up. Oh, no, 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 no. Fragment reality. See, the problem is they might just get something I really don't want to see. But, ugh. Yeah, I don't know. This feels extremely ridiculous. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fragment that. Can't convince me. Thought distortion. Oh, great. Yeah, why not? Okay, well, that is probably one of the best things I could have done. Just naturally have. But it knows I just drew it too. Oh, of course, Brainstormer is my top deck in the face of Shieldred. Sounds about right. I fully expect my opponent to trade, so... Well, that's not very good. What is this? Ward discard a card? Okay. Yep. Well, like I said, my opponent had probably the best card in the game against me, and it hit, I think, like 5 cards, but like I said the last time I played against this, I don't know if that made it into the video, but this didn't save my opponent. No, I top decked Teferi, but, like, still, I just, like, look what happened. I don't recommend playing this. It didn't save you still. You 5 for 1 to me and still lost. GG. Well, I'm on the draw, so I need to be able to answer the mana dork that they mindlessly mulligan for, or I need them to not have a mana dork. They did not mindlessly mulligan, and I guess they don't have it. Okay. Sometimes that does happen. Mutavolt is very strange. I don't really know why Azusa would play a 2-mana ramp spell, and it appears to not be playing one. Although I would probably still attack with Mutavolt. I mean, this is why it's in the deck, right? I don't know, maybe that is too weird. Okay. Get a island, right? Oh wait, I can just get Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. That's a little weird. Actually, that's incredibly weird. It doesn't even stop the surveil. They should have waited till after the surveil. Very, very, very strange. Very strange. Oh, we're not firing up the Mutavault? Opponent, what are you doing? I don't think you should ever besage you a land, like, ever like that, for any reason. So I'm just like... I am rather confused, I'm not going to lie. They will get Azusa this turn, but... I mean, they're already at the point they have a bunch of mana. I don't see why I would... I literally wouldn't counter this here. There's, like, really no reason to. Alright, so they don't have a giant green creature in play already. So just play this. There's not much mono green can do here. Pick your poison to be, like, Depression incarnate. I don't even know why they gave me the snooze emote. Opponent, your hand was terrible. What the? They didn't even have... Oh, well, I mean, that's just game then. There's probably nothing they can do. Yeah, I don't think there's anything my opponent can do, so let's assume there's just going to be a bunch of emotes here, and we'll just win rather decisively. Ooh, they're making a 1/1. Spicy. Love it. Oh, we got some sort of instant here. What is this? Oh, we're just... Okay. Looks like countering Azusa wouldn't even done anything. Well, let's just rub salt in the wound and get rid of the token, because that's funny. Oh, hey, look. Interesting. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Sure. And my opponent got a random creature that has... What? Oh, because they want to flip it immediately. Right. Gotcha. Kind of steep there, but I guess it works? I mean, you're just taking 3 steps ahead. Nothing else makes any sense. There you go. There you go. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty, okay. I don't even have to play this turn 1, should I? Why not? I don't have to, though. Ooh, Manitai, love it. Land is fine. Man, if this is a Menadork, if this is a Delighted Halfling, could you imagine? Could you actually imagine? If this was Bant. Same text box, just bloop, Bant. I don't have to crack here, actually. Fine. Yeah, there's nothing to... There's only a plains. Can't get anything. Okay, well, I am pretty set to not lose to this, but I'm not really doing much. I will let that be a reality. I don't think the game is about this specifically. Famous last words. Yeah, they're even going to discard here. Yeah, there's no way to fight over this. Actually, kind of blown away my opponent's going to discard. I probably lose if I cast my commander, so I'm just not going to do that. Going to discard again. Alright, give her runes. 20 more turns. That is an expansion explosion. Okay. Does that matter? I don't think so. Okay, well, I would have loved to have continued to draw lands, but... Yeah, I'm in a position where I just lose if I cast my commander. It's pretty obvious. To me at least, I think it is. Just what's going to happen. But I think that's okay. I think this is a game plan this deck is able to do. It also would just kind of die immediately anyways. They can do this for 2? Discover the formula. Yep. There's no way they fight here. Wouldn't make any sense. Yeah. Discard 2 cards. Again, they could have been doing things. Yeah, we're in a... I feel like we're fine, right? My opponent's stuck at 7 cards. Which has been beneficial. They've discarded 3 times. Gets rid of protection spell and giant random burn thing. Okay. I can go for my commander once. Maybe I can wait for like 1 or 2 more land drops though, honestly. I feel like that's okay. That is not a man land. Not that that would really be a problem for me. So, if they have 1 counterspell, I can get my commander in. But then I can't really do anything else. And that feels like I just lose, basically. Or I come close to losing when that happens. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like a good idea. I really would like a 3-mana counterspell here. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think this is the best turn. It's like it's not going to get better. Okay, it just snap resolved. I mean, it's got a hexproof. Am I wrong about the counterspells? I really don't think I am. Okay, there's no 1-mana spell that deals with Ojutai here. Unsummon is not going to cut it. Well, I mean, it kind of will, but not really. They're going to discard again, too. Okay, I think I've navigated this quite well. Famous last words. Let's be smart about this and just swing first. Okay, I was kind of hoping to see, like, unsummons so they were tapped out. Alright, because of this draw, I'm not going to get into tricks and, like, get mana tithed or spell pierced and lose a game. Alright, this might now be lights out for my opponent, but we'll see. A giant expansion explosion is kind of funny. So they did have the bounce spell. Do I fight? They did kick it? They did kick it. They're copying Blink of an Eye. Okay, this does not give you a second card draw because the first one just gets bounced. This doesn't work. So, yeah, that just happens. Kind of annoying. Can I recast it and not feel like a total goober? I don't think so. He's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. I would not Mana Tithe this. I really want to Mana Tithe something extremely impactful, but might not be able to. Maybe I just should have Mana Tithe the first thing I could. Brawl, that... Don't think that really changes that much. Okay. Okay, what? What? Alright, I don't like where this is going. Okay, so can I play around Spell Pierce now? Ooh, almost. Maybe that draw lets me. Hold on. 5, 6. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. 6, 7, 8. It sort of does? Okay. One extra turn and I win? No! Okay, wait. Still maybe fine. Oh. Please. No, no. No. Okay. Okay, you know what? We're still probably in a really good spot. We're probably still in a really good spot. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, how is this still bad? I just didn't want to give him another turn. But I did kind of beat the card I can't, well, beat. So, mana drain? Negate? Can I do this? No. There is no way to reprieve anything that matters, right? It's just not possible, so... I cannot reprieve this in any reasonable fashion. Maybe I can just cycle reprieve. No, that doesn't feel like it's getting me anywhere. I think reprieve will be useful later. Honestly, it could be useful this very turn, actually. Are they gonna Beacon Bolt? That's reprievable. Magnum Opus. Ooh, well, that is certainly reprievable. Love to see that. Okay, so play this. play untap land to not get into tricks or problems. Just have as much mana. I don't value the scry as much. They can leave this up, which is probably lights out because I have an answer for it that they know about. So I don't think they can afford to leave this up. Cast it for 7. Do they just lose if I go to counter it? What can they do after that? I don't even know. I don't think there's anything they can do. Yeah, opponent probably sees that. Let's mingle the top here. Look for another thing to maybe potentially draw into, but Magma Opus is dealt with a card in hand, so they needed to have drawn something that matters. And also have it be castable after spending that much mana. Oh, it is? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's disgusting. They top decked the best thing ever? That's so disgusting. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that's just absolutely insane. And of course I drew nothing. So what buys me the most time here? This? Alright. Please have nothing. Please. Oh my goodness. Please. Okay. That's not... I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. That's like the opposite of nothing. Yep. Ridiculous. And I draw literal garbage. Yay. Isn't that fun? And I'm dead. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a crazy game. Yeah, whatever. What a crazy game. I played that pretty well, I think, too. They just... That last turn cycle, they just didn't have nothing. And I lost. That sucks. Oh, man. Oh, well, can't win them all. But, yeah. Too many lands in a row and not enough nothing off the top from the opponent. Okay. So, this was a very, very good commander, which I suppose is arguably no surprise. I think Teferi is better. Again, no surprise. This having hexproof is pretty good, though. I will say I'm impressed with that. There were a few games, not many, where having a copy of this would have been awesome, because actually getting the copy is still pretty annoying. You have to, like, invest a lot of mana to do that. Just 4 mana or whatever, so I ended up taking those out. I also didn't really feel convinced that running Vigilance cards made any sense, so I took out my 2 Vigilance auras, too. Just didn't really seem like it was what I was trying to, like, do. It felt like a slight lack of card draw. However, that's kind of okay, because you just sort of play the cards in your hand, and the ones you just draw per turn, and then this draws you cards, right? And then from there, you're fine. If you're just anticipating every turn, you're kind of okay. But it does make you a little... It's just different, right? Where this, like, draws a lot of... I mean, they both sort of draw the same amount of cards, but this is just very different in the way in which it does it, and is slightly less vulnerable, right? So it's got a little bit of jankiness to it when it comes to having, like, not a lot of card draw in the main deck, but I did kind of blast every person I played against. I think I lost 2 games to... I think it was like Sithis twice. Oh yeah, so I played against Tier 1 commanders, or at least what I considered to be Tier 1 at one point. I think the bracket system is different now, but I did get pitted up against the best things in the format, unfortunately, but I didn't always get pitted against them. And we are what I think is a very strong deck, so I can't really ever complain. It pits me against Keenan, right? I feel like I can actually beat Keenan. So that's, that's pretty good. The board wipes were a little bit less impactful. It seems as though at the point of this format, like where it is now, sweepers aren't as crazy as they used to be, but they're still pretty good, I think. They're still pretty good. But I didn't feel like I needed one in every matchup, or needed it like on turn 4 every game. It didn't seem like that was the case. If you're really dealing with people in a one-on-one or one-for-one basis, you're sitting pretty, right? Especially when you get to your commander, especially if they're not the type of deck that can deal with your commander. Even if it doesn't have hexproof, then it's just a nightmare for your opponent to really do anything. The extra turns are really better than giving this vigilance, better than a protection spell in my opinion, because it's just like, if it dies, oh no, they have to deal with the extra turn spell and my commander in that like same turn window, and that's pretty difficult for some decks, right? So, excuse me. So I don't know. I really like this commander. I'll probably play more of this one offline. I don't usually do that. It's like kind of stick to the same like 3 decks when I play offline, but though this one was very, very good, and when I'm playing a blue-white deck, I feel way less bad being trapped against the strongest decks in the format. But again, I was not only playing against what I consider to be the best decks. So it's somewhere in the middle, maybe. Maybe my MMR just went up so high in the second half that like I just started seeing them. I don't know. But it's funny how like low curve this deck is, and this is probably where you just want to be nowadays with your control deck, or really most decks. Just the format is just going to get faster. Foundations and Pioneers, those a lot of cards that are really good, and the format's just getting faster, right? Every set that comes out of a format like this is just going to get faster and faster and faster. I can recommend this deck. There are certain cards that maybe you could run that I did not, but for the most part, this is pretty solid list. I didn't feel like there were any major gaps in my strategy when it comes to the 99 I've chosen, but I'm sure there's a few things here or there you could change and whatnot. Man, if this was a Bant deck, it would be disgusting. If this was a Bant card, like, don't even change the text box. This would be so nuts. I would love this. But can't have everything. Can't have Delighted Halfling in all your decks. That would be crazy. But do like. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the deck. Hope you had a good New Year's, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.